is potato planting season, and honey, do we have the potatoes. Let me show you. We have these are called seed potatoes, and it's funny because I was at work the other day and I asked one of the girls that I work with, I said, will you go over to High Grade and get me some seed potatoes, please? Call me when you get there and let me know what they have and I'll tell you what to get. So she went to High Grade, the farm seed supply store, and she said, Patty, are you telling me to get potatoes? And I said, yeah, seed potatoes. I called over there and they said they had them. And she said, well, what they're showing me is just potatoes, not a seed. I said, yeah, that's what seed potatoes are. I was confused about it at first too. When I heard people say seed potatoes, I thought they were talking about like a little seed that you would plant, like a bean seed or something. But that's not what it is. This is a seed potato. This one's kind of mushy. I don't know about it. But this is a good one right here. It's good and firm. It is called a seed potato. And you know how potatoes will grow eyes? They'll sprout like that right there. That's where the new plant will grow. So what we'll do is we're going to plant these potatoes in containers, much like my sister Susanna does. If y'all remember the epic potato harvest that she had last year. I can't be too harsh on her because after we looked at the potatoes in her barrel and there was nothing there, we were all disappointed and stuff. Well, she let the other barrels grow and grow and grow for a couple more months. And when she harvested those potatoes, she had a good little crop, I must say. And her sweet potatoes too. Yeah, so I can't hag her too much about it because we just harvested them too soon. I think that she planted hers later. I think she planted hers on over in April sometime. So her potatoes were not ready at that time. So this is today is March the 1st, and we are putting our potatoes in these barrels or big buckets. They're like cattle feed buckets. And you get your seed potato and you put it in the bottom with some fertilizer, like the 5-10-10 or 10-20-20, something like that, because potatoes are root vegetables. And although they will grow the green leafy stuff on top, you know, to get the sun for photosynthesis and all that stuff, it needs more of the phosphorus and potassium to promote the tuber growth. So we'll fertilize them with some good fertilizer and put them in these buckets, and hopefully we'll get some potatoes. But I have 2 pounds of these white potatoes, and then I have 2 pounds of these red potatoes. See, like you can see it has some eyes growing on it. And then I was at my oldest son Jeb's at his little apartment and looking through the cabinets for something. And he had these in his cabinet. He bought them to cook them. They're little new potatoes is what they're called. But he, I guess, forgot about them in the cabinet. And look, they're sprouting and growing. So we're going to plant some of these too. It says these are ones that he just got at the grocery store. Little reds is what they are. So, here we go. We have the soil in the buckets, and what we're going to do is just put some of this organic fertilizer in here, and it's, I don't even know what it is. Hold on a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. It is, well, I don't know what's in it, but it's all I have right now. So I'll go ahead and put this in the soil. So the potatoes will have a little bit of fertilizer to get going, a little bit of nutrition. But this soil is pretty good too because it's good compost that we barely even used last year. So they ought to have plenty of nourishment. But We'll come back later and put some of the specific thing that it needs, which is phosphorus, I think, for good tuber growth, root growth, and potassium. So, oh! And this kind of fertilizer is stinky. Woo! Kind of smells like a dirty diaper. Okay, we're at the first bucket here, and they all have good drainage holes, right, Danny?
That's right.
And he has the soil in there, and it's good soil. And we put the good organic fertilizer in there. Show me the potatoes that you're putting in there. He is putting the white potatoes in this first bucket.
Some people cut the eyes, then let them seal over. But if you cut them now, they would probably rot. So we're just planting the whole potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're planting the whole potatoes. And how many are you going to put in this bucket?
I'm going to put about 6 in this bucket. That's what Google.
Yeah, I asked ChatGPT how many potatoes we could put in a 2x2 bucket, and it said 4 to 6. So we're going heavy with the 6. Because we got them. So we're going to plant them. I hope my phone's not about to die.
I'm going to plant one more.
The sun's going down for sure, and the air is getting cooler. I had to put a jacket on. Okay, so that is
white potatoes.
Bucket number 1, white potatoes. Okay, bucket number 2, we are going to do what? Red potatoes?
We're going to do the red potatoes.
Okay, red potatoes in bucket number 2. One, two, three, 4, 5. Make sure they got good eyes. Show me some good eyes. Yeah, they got some eyes. They got some goings on. Okay. So that's the red potatoes in the second bucket.
That's the red potatoes in the second bucket.
And how long does it take these potatoes to reach maturity, Danny?
Probably see them come up in about a week, 10 days.
I'm talking about when are we gonna harvest them?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I asked ChatGPT and it said 90 to 120 days. I'd probably say more along the lines of 120 days. We want to have some good potatoes.
We're going to be checking them.
Let's see, 120 days, that is 4 months. So today is all of March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July. Do people normally harvest their potatoes in July?
Probably earlier than that.
So we can maybe...
People will harvest their potatoes and go back and plant peas
What?
on their road.
What?
So
You talk about some old-timey farmers, ain't you? Well, we can do that too now.
yeah,
Okay.
we can harvest these and come back and plant something else in the next budget.
Yeah, we want to plant something all the time. Okay, show me what we got here.
Now we got the new potatoes.
Turn the container over. Let me look. It says little potato, fresh potatoes, little reds. And I thought it somewhere it said early. No, it just says little reds. Okay.
Little reds.
When he thought these are just the early potatoes, or what people call new potatoes, they harvested these potatoes early, and so they call them new potatoes. So they're ready to go. And my plan with this bucket, this is going to be my new potato bucket. And I'm going to harvest out of this bucket while the potatoes are small, because those are delicious. And then we won't harvest.
These are the same potatoes as those over there.
I know that, Danny.
They just little.
I know that. And I'm going to harvest them little. The other two, I'm going to let the potatoes get to be big. But these, I'm going to harvest them little.
Okay. I'm all weak.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it seems like folks don't want to listen to me when I'm trying to tell them my plans. Now, what's going in the fourth and final bucket?
We got 2 or 3 potatoes left over from each. We're just gonna mix them up.
Okay.
There's 2 white, 3 red. And we might come in here and add some more dirt on top of them.
Because when the plants start growing, you'll need to add more dirt to keep the potatoes covered up, because if your potato is not, if it, like, the sunlight touches it or whatever, the potatoes will turn green. And that might make you have a upset stomach. Isn't that right?
I don't know about that.
He acts like I don't watch gardening shows all the time and know this stuff. I've heard that when the potato turns green because the sun has touched it, it will make your stomach hurt. All you have to do is cut the green part off, though. But we want to keep our potatoes buried so they don't turn green. Okay. So what's going on now?
We got 4 buckets. White, red, new potatoes, and a mix.
And then we have some more little potatoes there. We have another bucket we can put in there.
We got some more in the kitchen too. I'm not planting everything.
You need some help getting up?
No.
Well, it doesn't look like much, but I'll keep y'all informed about how things go. What you planting now, Danny?
Cabbage. I'm putting 2 apiece in them and putting 1 in these.
So he put 2 cabbages in each of these little raised beds, and he's going to put 1 cabbage in each of those pots. Correct?
Correct.
We've been having trouble growing cabbages to make heads. For some reason, they'll, grow pretty green leaves, but they won't make a head. And we don't know what to do about it. But we're going to try again. Yeah, we didn't grow these plants from seed. I bought them at High Grade. As it is with winter, we've lost sunlight, so no more planting for tonight. But we did get 10 cabbage plants in the containers, and I have 2 more, and I think I'm going to plant those outside my kitchen door. And we'll come back tomorrow and see what else we can plant.
Collards too.
Oh yeah, we planted a container full of collards. 2 containers of collards. So, fun times at Patty B Gardening.